Hello guys, welcome to Requested Tutorials. My name is Stella Simbi, and if you're new, you're welcome, and please subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. You are the best. Today's request is on how to sew a closure on a wig cap. So I'm going to show you a step-by-step detailed tutorial on how to sew it, so that when you're done making your wig, it will look very flat and beautiful. So if you have any requests, do drop them in the comment section down below. Now let's get into it. I'm going to be demonstrating using a 4x4 closure, and you're also going to be needing your needle, thread, scissors, and a lot of pins, because you're going to need them. They're going to determine if your closure is going to be wrinkled or it's going to be flat. So get as many pins as you can, and then you're going to put your thread on your needle and you're going to tie the ends like that. Before you pin down your closure, make sure you know the middle part. So I'm going to section the middle part of my 4x4 closure right there before I pin it down, so that I will put it exactly on the middle part of my wig cap. As you can see, I was making a twist wig. I already have tutorials on how to make twist wigs, so I'm going to link them in the description. So make sure you align the middle part of the closure with the middle part of your wig cap, so that your closure will be right at the center. It will be balanced both sides. You don't want one side to be more on the other. So we are going to be using our pins. Make sure you pin the middle right here first, and then for the side you're going to pull your closure to the side, and then you're going to pin. So the key is pulling and pinning, because if you just randomly pin without pulling, that is where you have wrinkles on your folds on your closure. So make sure you pull and pin right there, and then after pinning the front right there, I'm going to go to the back. With the sides will do it after this, but you have to make sure the front and the back are pinned down. Make sure you pull, and then you pin the middle part of the back right there, and then you're going to pull the side and then pin. So like I said before, the key is pulling and pinning, pull and pin, so that your closure will lay really flat. Yeah, so pull to the side and then pin. Yeah, so after that, I'm going to tie my hair, and then I'll continue to pin the rest of my closure. Like I said before, guys, you should have as many pins as you can get. So the spacing is going to be half an inch, sometimes 1 inch, but 1 inch. But if you can get as many guys, as many pins that you can get. So right there, you're going to pull and pin down, and continue pulling and pinning, pull and pin right there, pull and pin. You can see, guys, exactly is how I'm doing right there. Make sure you pull and pin. Yeah, so the lace that I used right here is Swiss lace. It's not like too fragile, so yeah, you can pull. Don't be scared, guys, just pull, and feel free to move around your pins so that everything will look flat like that, guys. You can see the other side is lifting, but the one with the pins is laying really flat, guys. You can see that. Yeah, so I'm going to continue to pulling and pin, pull and pin, and move around the pins. If I see that there is a part where I don't like how flat it is, I want it to be more flat, just continue pull and pin right there. You're going to pull and pin. You can see, guys, the lace is moving when I put my pins right there. You pull with your pin, and then you pin it down on your wig cap. So I'm going to continue move around the pins and until I get the desired flatness that I want. You can also use the same method for doing a frontal. The key is the pinning down, guys. If your closure is wrinkled when you are pinning right there, don't sew it down, because the end result is going to be the same. So make sure that your closure is looking flat, and then you start sewing. That way you will be 100% sure that your closure is going to be looking very neat, flat, and with no folds. Yeah, so continue pull and pin, pull and pin, pull and pin, and don't be shy with your pins, guys. Use as many pins as you can get to make sure that your closure is looking flat before you start sewing, guys. Make sure it's flat with just pins. Make sure it's flat. That way you'll be sure that your end result is going to be very flat, guys. As you can see, my closure is like almost aligned with my wig cap, because this is a glueless closure. I want it to be laying really flat. In fact, my client want it to be laying really flat without using any spray, any glues or whatever. So right here, I'm going to start sewing half an inch after the hairline, and then I'm going to come back to the hairline. So I'm going to sew right there, and then I will go back back. That way this front part right here, it will be very secure, so that when my client wear her wigs, they will be like really blending into her skin because of the pressure. It's not too tight, guys. It's not too tight. It's just the right tightness that you need for a glueless wig. Yeah, so I'm going to continue to sew very closer to each other. Yeah, it's not the neatest, but it's closer to each other. And this part, guys, right here, it will be covered with the twist when I'm done making the wig. Yeah, so don't worry about the neatness, just make sure it's closer to each other. And then I'm going to tie right here at the front. Going to continue to sew back, going right round to the other side, guys. As you can see, my closure is looking really flat, so I'm just going to go right round in one go. I'm not going to come from the front and then stop at the middle back and then come from the other side and stop. No, I'm just going to go right round because everything is already flat and laid down with the pins. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in one go, and make sure that you sew very closer to each other and move your pins so that you can sew easily. If you're too scared to remove the pin, you can just move it to another section of the closure that is closer to where it was before. Yeah, so continue sewing closer to each other. And I prefer using this bigger needle, guys. I don't know, I just love it. For me it works. If you want a smaller one, you can do that, but I love this big needle. And my thread, guys, I did double it into 4 strands. Yeah, so 4 strands of that thin thread. Yeah, so that it will be thicker and it will last. Yeah, so I'm going to continue to sew. And I showed everything, guys, everything. I showed it because I wanted this to be as detailed as possible, so that my subscriber who requested the tutorial can learn from this tutorial and use it to make hair wigs and to make sure that your problem is solved. So if you have any requested tutorials, make sure you leave your request in the comment section down below, and I will try as much as I can to do the request, guys. I filmed some of the requests, I'm just editing. Yeah, I know some of them took a while for me to do them, but it's just that I was busy with clients' orders. But yeah, I will try as much as I can to do your request, so that I will make your wig making very easy to do. Yeah, you know, I always answer to questions, but sometimes you need a practical video that will explain so that you have better understanding. So that's why I do requested tutorials. Yeah, so I'm going to continue to sew, and make sure when you reach the corner right here, you tie. So at the front you tie, at the corner right here you tie, at the back middle part of your closure you tie, and at the other corner you tie, at the front on the other side you tie. Yeah, that way your closure will be really secure. And as you can see, it's already looking flat, guys, because of what? Because of the pins that we used when we started. Yeah, so the key to having a flat closure is the pins. If you use only 4 or 6 closures, yeah, your closure is going to be having 4. It's gonna be folded, and when you're done, when you open the middle part, you see that there are going to be folds, and at the front, like, you have to start again. But if you just buy pins, guys, they are so affordable. Just buy pins and make your life easier. So I'm gonna continue to sew. And if you like this video so far, please do leave a like, and share the video, comment, subscribe if you are new, and join the family. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. Thank you so much for your love and support. Appreciate you guys, I truly appreciate you. And another thing, I want to thank our super thanks Joe Benjamin. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much. God bless you. Yeah, so right here I was doing time lapse, that's why it's quicker, but you can see exactly it's the same thing that I was doing. I'm just going to sew closer to each other and move my pins and sew in at the corners. I'm making sure that I tie so that my closure can remain flat and stretched out, so that it won't have any folds. Yeah, so I'm going to continue right here at the corner. I'm going to tie like I said before. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking too much but I like talking to you guys. That's why I do voiceovers when I do my tutorials. So I'm just going to tie twice right here, and then I'm going to continue. And when you're sewing, make sure that your thread is not tangled, because if it's tangled, it will get tied up and you have to cut it and start with another thread. So to avoid that, make sure it's straight and not tangled, and then continue sewing. And when you reach the front, you're going to tie and then come back in like half an inch or an inch. Just the same thing as we did on the other side. We sewed the front double. Yeah, so you go back and forth at the front to make sure that it is extra secure. And when you put your elastic on your wig, when you're done, when it's pulling, your closure will be secured. Yeah, so if you want a tutorial on how to make a micro twist wig, I already have that on the channel. It's going to be linked in the description so that you can watch how to make your twist wig. Yeah guys, so this one is a client's wig. Yeah, I do sell my wigs on TikTok. It's Stella Simbi. Just in case you want a wig, you can find me on TikTok. Yeah, so right here I'm just going to continue sewing. When I reach the front, I'm going to come back and tie. And guys, you can see how simple this is, guys. Yeah, so don't be scared. If you're a beginner, don't be scared. If you have the right tool, you will make your life so much easier. And if you want a ventilation tutorial on how to ventilate closures, I have so many hair ventilation tutorials on the channel. I also have a beginner playlist on it's called hair ventilation class for beginners, so that you will know exactly how to ventilate the right tools for hair ventilation and all that. And I also have another requested tutorial that I'm going to be doing on hair ventilation. It's for beginners. Yeah, so make sure you watch out for those requested tutorials. They are coming, guys. They are coming. I'm gonna give you what you want to see, guys. Yeah, because I love you. Yeah guys, so right there I'm going to cut my thread, and then I'm going to tie to make sure that it is really secure. Yeah, so I'm going to tie, and then I'm going to cut off the excess. And then when I'm done, I'm going to remove my wig cap on the canvas. As you can see, guys, this is how it's looking like before cutting off the wig cap underneath. Guys, look at that. It's so flat. So I'm going to remove the wig cap right there. And when you're cutting off, guys, the wig cap underneath your closure, you need to make sure that you put your hands inside so that you separate your closure and your wig cap. You don't want to cut your closure by mistake. It's better if you cut the wig cap, yeah, but if you cut your closure, that will be a big disaster. Yeah, so make sure you separate your wig cap and your closure, and don't cut too close. You want to leave a little bit of the wig cap so that the part where you sewed down, it will be secured, it won't rip. If you cut too close, it might rip, or you cut the thread that you used to sew, and that will be another disaster. Yeah, so to avoid that, make sure you separate the closure and the wig cap, and then you cut, guys. This was so easy. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below, guys. Let me know what you think about this. If you have any requests, do leave them down below, and like the video, share with your friends who like wig making. Even if they don't, share. You never know, they might be interested in it. Yeah, so this is how it's looking like, guys. I love it, guys. And this is how it's looking like on my mannequin head. And as you can see, it's really flat, guys. It's really flat. And this is how the wig was looking like I said before, it's a client's wig. Yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you so much, guys. Goodbye. Like the video.